HUMMER H2 has a very sensitive electrical system, and what I mean by that is that if you put too many LEDs in the vehicle, I can only describe it as overloading. For example, your turn signals will not work. So we want to avoid that situation. If you do find yourself in that situation where you're like, hey, I put all these LEDs in, now my turn signal isn't working, what you need to do is slowly just pull them back out and put the stock ones in. So don't throw out your stock bulbs. Keep them on the side. They're nice backups to have, and I actually recommend keeping a set of stock bulbs in your vehicle. It's a good insurance policy. With that being said, let's talk about my vehicle. Under here, that's a stock bulb. Okay, that's stock. All right, right here, this is stock. And you have your right turn signal on. All right, this is going to be turned on, blinking. That'll be blinking. That'll be blinking, and under here will be blinking. Now when you do the LEDs, it actually blinks a little faster. I didn't install any resistors. I guess if you wanted to, you possibly could do all LEDs, but you'd have to do some type of resistors. I can't really comment. I've never done it. So you'd have to do further research on that. With that being said, these stock bulbs look really fine under here. It looks just fine. When it comes to the roof, all 5 of those marker lights up top, those are all LEDs. The 5 right here are LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This brake light right here, I left that stock. I wasn't going to mess with it. I've got stock LED. I actually think I had 2 out of 3 of these were actually LED at one point. I ran into an issue where the LED and the brake light, I think it was the brake light, died. I put a backup LED in there. It wasn't working. I put a stock one in. It worked a little bit. Then I think that bulb stopped working. It was really throwing the system in a loop. So what I did was I switched over. I went stock, and I've had absolutely no issues since. These are actually LED bulbs under here as well. I did have a LED bulb inside my rear, like the rear tire, like harness light, but it was set up with a T-tap, which isn't what you're supposed to do, and really wasn't that bright. I had an LED bulb in here. It wasn't that bright. Let me come over to the driver's side quickly. Let me show you guys what it looks like at nighttime. It really does look incredible at nighttime. All right. Now when you use this button, it's got a 10-minute timer. So again, that is actually extremely bright. So that's all the lighting. Great lighting. It works out extremely well. I'm really happy placing those bulbs up there. I believe it's, when I remember, there's 2 LED bulbs in those top lights, 2 in that one, 2 in that one, so 4. These ones right here really aren't that bright. They look nice, but they really don't do much. I have LEDs in there. What else? I have LEDs. This is an LED. This is all lighting. It's actually a fan right there. You might hear it spinning sometimes. Especially when you're turning on the vehicle, or when you fully haven't turned on the vehicle. And the daylight running lights, those are actually LED as well. When it comes to your daylight running lights, there isn't a button inside to turn them on. They come on automatically. I believe the vehicle has to be in drive, and I think you have to be going like over 5 miles an hour or 8 miles an hour for them to kick in.